So Jen said that she would come back, and I have to say, looking at the picture of this, didn't look nearly as big as this. This is a griddle. This is a professional 22-inch nonstick griddle and dual burner cooktop. Normally it's $157, but you're watching at the right time. There will be no reorder on this, so everything we have is here. This now will save you $59 because it's 5 easy pays using any credit card. $19.60 will get it home. You will get the hot plate, the griddle, and you'll also get a recipe book with this so you can feel comfortable. The colors are cinnamon, there's your red, your cinnamon red, or the black, and you'll tell us what you need. 36-inch long cord on it, and there's so many features on this because this is a professional non-stick griddle and dual burner cooktop. Many times we use similar things when our chefs and our stylists here at QVC, because we don't always have a cooktop. This is the kind of thing that we're able to use. All right, Miss Jen Kovich, I'm thinking this would be great if you're active in church or a community and you're out there fundraising, or if you're someone who doesn't feel like standing outside, you know, at the grill, bring the grill inside.
That's right. Bring the grill inside. It's much like we mentioned earlier with the, smokeless air fryer. You're able to do double duty, but you have these plans, these elaborate plans to cook everything outdoors, but it starts to rain, bring it all in. This is also great. I love that you mentioned fundraising, but what about tailgating as well? So you want to be able to, right? Don't be restricted to, I don't have a cooktop outside. Now you do. Because you get that double burner option here, it makes it brilliant for even doing double duty. So here I've actually made some Australia sea bass with, of course, some tomatoes and capers and a lovely butter. So I'm searing them on this side, which is not something that I never would have ever thought that I could have cooked outside of my traditional professional cooktop inside. And then we have boiling pot of water for our pasta. You can create these plates, make these dishes with this one unit that you would never think that you could do before. And then we give you that griddle option, which you easily remove. You just simply set it on top and slide it over to lock and engage. And what makes this wonderful, Pat, is that it allows you, again, because you have that dual burner, that you can control that heat, that it allows you to cook your eggs at a slightly lower temperature than your bacon on the other side. And then that way you can cook for an entire crew on that weekend morning when you need to.
All right, Jen, you had us at tailgating. I think this would be, or, as long as, I would glamping if you have if you have electricity. That would be sort of my idea of glamping, as long as the bugs aren't too bad. You could take something like this, but maybe you have a big family and you enjoy, or very well that you're going to be hosting and there's showers coming up and get-togethers and anniversary celebrations. Having something like this is ideal, because I feel like I could be at a lovely buffet, in a beautiful hotel somewhere where, as you're doing, Jen, someone can make, right on the griddle, but you also have 2 different pans of something here, keeping it warm and making it. The griddle itself is easy enough to remove, right?
Yes, it is. It's very, very easy to remove. You just set it on there and then you slide it over, shift it over to the side just to lock it and engage. But what I love, Pat, is, you hit the nail on the head. It's like you go to those country clubs and you go for brunch, and what do they have but an omelet station? But their omelet station is on a griddle burner just like this. So they're either utilizing that griddle or they're using a dual burner because they have multiple things going at once. So imagine bringing that professional quality, that commercial quality to a consumer's home. That's a brilliant item to have in your home because you just never know when you're going to need it. Sure, you might only have, I have a family of 4. Believe it or not, we utilize this all the time because I'm always making bacon, I'm always making eggs, I'm always making specialty toast, and just to try to get it all out at once at the same temperature so everyone can eat together. It's warm for everyone. This is the perfect item for that. But it allows you to, if you want to chop, you want to make your cheesesteaks, if you want to, grill your fish
Your
on here.
steak
You can
burgers.
do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love the smash burger idea. Love that.
You know, Jen, I love this idea. You know, this is the kind of thing that a family shares. Like, you
Hmm.
know, maybe, because I don't think $100 is bad for this at all. It's a professional quality. It's a really good
Right.
buy, and you're getting
It's
it home for
great.
less than $20. I think you'll be very impressed. In fact, let me give you
Mhm.
this. The griddle attachment will measure almost 24 by 13 and a half by 2 inches. The
Mhm.
hot plate will measure 22 by 11 by 2.5. It weighs about 15 and a half pounds. So if you're very active in your community, in your church, you know, in your family, and you guys love to host things, you know, birthdays and anniversaries and everything,
Right.
instead of buying, you make the food, you keep it warm, you're able to serve it,
Mhm.
you're able to serve a group without making your kitchen hot, and you still have your oven and your stove left if you have this at home.
Well, that's a wonderful point. How many of us for the holidays create all these wonderful, elaborate dishes that require more than the 4 burners or 5 burners
Yeah.
that we have? This now gives you this wonderful option, and I love this. You'll actually get this diagram. This is not just for on air. You'll get this diagram when you get it at home, and it shows all of the areas. Of course, that center burner directly over the burner is for searing and really, really cooking. And then on the outer side, then you're getting those areas more for when you're using your griddle for cooking. So when you have created those eggs, you cook them to the capacity that you want, shift everything to the back so they don't continue cooking. You're just keeping them nice and warm. So that's a great area for if you make those smash burgers, keep them right in the center directly over the burner. And then you have your onions and your peppers in between. And then put your bun closer to the back. So that way you're keeping them nice and warm and then ready to then construct all those wonderful cheesesteaks, if you will, or your peppers and onions with your sausage. Or, you know, if you like to add peppers and onions like I do with your cheesesteaks, it's a wonderful way for you to, again, utilize all of the burner area, excuse me, that griddle area, create the one dish that keeps it all warm and hot and fresh and ready.
A lot of you are buying more than one, which when you can get it at this price, it went from almost $160 to just under $100. Today's the day to do it with any credit card. 5 months at about $20 a month. I mean, this will be something that gets so well loved and used. And I
It
just,
will.
you know, to me, this just represents happiness and family and getting together and celebrations, and it is yours. When you get it home, I think you'll be very impressed. It almost reminds me of when I watch the cooking channel and they're in there and they're talking to the chefs or working on the grill. Now you got it at home, wherever you need it to
Yeah,
be.
absolutely.
All right,
Yes.
Jen, we're going to
Agreed.
ask you to come back for one more sell if you don't mind, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Pat.
And I have to tell you, you made us very hungry.